Oh, baby. What a day so far. It's only 11:26 here in California. I'm already kind of tired, to be honest, which means I get to take a nap after I work out, where I'm heading to right now, and I can take a nap because I no longer have to work a day job, and I'm pretty much on my own schedule, thanks to Kindle Publishing. So that's awesome. So today has already been pretty action-packed. I had 2 coaching calls to do this morning for 2 students of mine in the mastermind that have decided to take one-on-one coaching. One person is not even really working with me on Kindle Publishing. He instead, and I'll keep him anonymous because I don't know if he really wants his identity put out there with what he's going to do. He wants to develop a brand on YouTube and like put himself out there on YouTube and develop a brand with entrepreneurship and more particularly with financial education and real estate. Now, I've known this guy for a while, friend of mine, and he's been with me since the beginning of the blueprint, more or less. So, you know, hats off to him. And he's gone from, you know, like freshly graduating college and working like a regular job to now having a full-time living off of his online earnings. And he realizes that, hey, I can't solely rely on Amazon to be my source of income. With real estate, however, you know, unless an act of God happens, unless there's a natural disaster, real estate can't really disappear. Like, yeah, prices go up and down and that could affect your income, sure. But at the same time, like regardless of wherever you are, whenever time period it is, you need a roof over your head. So there's always going to be a demand for real estate. And with him realizing that, that's where he wants to go. So he's kind of transitioning, not away from Kindle Publishing, but you know, using Kindle Publishing as a vehicle for another stream of income that he wants to transition to long term, which is a smart play. And I haven't talked about this too much, but that's eventually what I'll likely be doing too, because real estate's a great investment to make. Also a great place to park your money. So very smart idea. And with the second coaching call that I had, it was with someone who is still like brand new to Kindle Publishing, but she really works hard. She's a great student. She studies like a psychopath, I guess. Like she is so ahead of the curve with like not just mechanics, but knowledge and even her mindset of how to succeed with Kindle Publishing is just so far ahead of what I typically see. And it's especially remarkable that she's just in her first, well, I guess now going to her second month ever of publishing. And not only is she able to like successfully publish a book, which is already an accomplishment, you know, if you think about it, starting out, like, hey, you actually know how to upload content on Amazon. You are now able to portray yourself as an author, as a publisher, whatever, okay? That in itself is an accomplishment. But also, just the mindset of, yeah, okay, I can see where this could go, and I just need to put in the work. And for 90% of students, and I think for a lot of you watching this, you really just need to put in the work. And I've mentioned this in other videos, so I won't harp on it. But when I coach, I'm not teaching like these little secret techniques or mechanics. Like, yeah, I know techniques and I know mechanics. And I know some really good techniques, especially with AMS that I'll show to the mastermind shortly in my group. And it's going to be given for free to my coaching students. It's nothing black hat. It's nothing unethical. It's stuff that you can do with AMS without anything shady. Literally, nothing shady. And whatever you want to do with like price striking, you don't even need to use price striking. But if that's something you're aware of and it's something you want to implement, there is a way to do it mildly, safely, and ethically to where no one's getting screwed and ultimately you don't lose your account or get even sued. So there's ways to do this shit, and everyone is doing it. So I don't care what anyone says. You should at least have an awareness of what's going on around you, because the information is out there, and I'd rather have you do things the right way and learn from me than listen to someone irresponsible that doesn't really care about you and gets you hurt. So, as taboo as something like price striking might be to some people, like, okay, first of all, it's not actually illegal to do. It's just illegal to do it in great excess to the point where you're screwing over Amazon and you're misleading customers. That is fucked up. What's not fucked up is doing it the natural way of just organically getting sales, and Amazon sets the strike for you, and you are not dependent on the price strike to make sales. You are not even dependent on it. But I'll show you how to do that. If you're in my group, it's going to be information that's given to you at a greatly discounted price. And for my students, because I love you all, well, most of you, I don't know about you, Allie, you're weird, but it'll be free. So it'll be coming out soon. But yeah, what I mostly talk about with students is mindset, because it's not the mechanics that you really need to know. Like Amazon and Kindle publishing is really easy to figure out. Like how, beyond like techniques, like how simple is it to just, get a book uploaded? It's pretty freaking easy. But your approach with like what keywords to research for and how to market your books, how to appeal to an audience, that requires more mindset, and that's less mechanical. It's more of an art. So there's where you need skills and you need to have competency, and that's where you need to put your energy in. Not like, oh, who is the cheapest writing company I can get away with? Like, or, oh, who's the cheapest place I can get book covers done with? Like, wrong questions to be asking. The questions you should ask is, how can I more successfully to sell to customers? What different ways can I be different? What other ways can I be different to appeal to customers? How can I be more compelling with aspects of my product that'll get me more sales? And those answers will make you money. So, I don't really know where I'm going with this. I'm always fucking ranting, but yeah, you need to focus on how you think and be aware of what you need to do next, because if you don't really know where you're going, you're kind of just like fiddling around. And when you don't know where you're going, like if I didn't know where I was going, I'd be taking a long time to get to the gym on a path I don't know, rather than like having an idea of where exactly I need to drive to get to the destination I want to be as quickly as possible, as soon as possible, as painless as possible. So you need to find direction. Now, as far as how to get direction, there's 3 ways. You can either figure things out for yourself, which is not impossible to do. It's not hard. I've figured out pretty much the fundamentals of Amazon publishing by myself. As far as uploading a book and all that, like that stuff is easy. That's easy. Number 2, you can buy a course that might not just also cover the fundamentals of mechanics, but also give you insights to mindsets and what behaviors, what questions, what thoughts you should be running through in order to be successful at Kindle publishing. Or third, you can pay for a coach that will be aware of what you're thinking, because we've been at your level before. And once we can see, okay, where your blind spots are, then we can unveil what you need to be thinking of next to get you a level up. And that's where the revelations happen. That's where the aha, or like, holy shit, the light bulb moment has happened. And that's when you can, level up quickly with a coach who has been where you've been and is a few steps ahead of you and can tell you how to get from level 2 to level 3, and your coach is maybe level 7. So that's all it really is. So other than that, guys, I'm not going to do a Q&A tonight. I think I'm going to take a break from that, because yesterday was 3 hours. I'm going to keep things a little bit fresh and maybe save the next Q&A for tomorrow. Aside from that, I will have my end of month earnings report later up tonight. my gross income, I just counted it, was solely from online, 7,646 gross before cost of operations. So that's a record for me. I'm really proud of that. At the same time, I still feel like I'm fucking broke here in California, despite the fact that making 7,600 online sounds really cool. Like, I'm still broke, dude. Like, it's nothing to be impressed of. So I've got a long way to go myself, and I want you to be part of the journey. So other than that, I just want to say I really love working with all my students, and I just want to be able to give as much value to you all, guys and girls out there. So that's really my mission. Like, I really care about my students. I want you to succeed. I mean, I could say I'm in it for the money, but the truth is, I don't make money unless you make money. So I really need you to make a shitload of money from what I teach you. Otherwise, you can't pay me for products and for more coaching. That's the way it works. So, you know, I coach you, you make $10,000 a month, kick back to me $2,000, okay? Every now and then, we'll be good. And that's the way I want to operate. So, you know, I guess I could say I'm in it for the money, but I don't succeed unless you succeed. So it's really my mission to like provide you as much fucking value as possible and give you so much damn value. Like, unless you're lazy or unless you, I don't know, just don't care, don't try, you will succeed. I'm just trying to put as much shit out there for you that you cannot fail unless you are lazy or you're totally missing the point. And I can help you with like maybe awareness of where you might be missing out on things, but if you're lazy, I can't help you. So that's all I have to say for now. So stay tuned tonight, guys, for the earnings report. I'm gonna not just show my income and costs, but also my plans, obstacles I have with my business, and challenges ahead. So stay tuned. Later.